What if I told you that Doctor Strange is today the most powerful of the Avengers? Not because he has the Time Stone, not because he can manipulate portals better than anyone, not even because he masters magic. No, it's because he literally draws his power from the most cosmic and demonic forces of the multiverse. In Infinity War, he stands face to face with Thanos, armed with several Infinity Stones, in a scene that shocked the entire fandom. But what you may not know is where this power truly comes from. And it might just be connected to one of the greatest villains in the X-Men universe. Hang on tight, because in this video, we're diving into the greatest secrets of Doctor Strange, and you'll understand why, for me, he is now the most powerful of all the Avengers. No spoilers here, just a deep analysis of Stephen Strange's rise, from Doctor Strange 1 to Infinity War and Endgame, and the true sources behind his power. We'll also see how this opens the door to future clashes in the MCU far beyond the Avengers. Hi everyone, and welcome to KraziGeek for a new video. Today we're going back in time, with magic, to understand how and why Strange went from a simple apprentice in Doctor Strange 1 to a master of the multiverse in No Way Home, and why he may now be the one whose power is the most dangerous. Prepare your coffee, sit back comfortably. I'm Sam, and you're watching KraziGeek. All right, let's go back to basics. Stephen Strange is an arrogant but brilliant neurosurgeon. His life changes the day he has a car accident that destroys his hands. Unable to operate, he desperately searches for a way to heal. He hears about a paralyzed man who miraculously regained the use of his legs. After finding him, the man tells Strange about a mysterious place, Kamartaj. Strange travels to Nepal, where he meets Mordo, who introduces him to the Ancient One. At first, Stephen is skeptical, until the Ancient One shows him the mysteries of the multiverse and projects him out of his own physical body. This is where everything begins. Strange becomes a student of Kamartaj, not to become a hero, but simply to heal his hands, before realizing he has a much greater role to play in the multiverse. At the end of Doctor Strange 1, he manages to trap Dormammu in a time loop thanks to the Eye of Agamotto, the Time Stone. He's brilliant, but still relatively inexperienced. He can manipulate time, open portals, use the mirror dimension, but his powers remain limited. But surprisingly, once you reach the events of Infinity War, you can clearly see that he has become an ultra-trained and ultra-powerful sorcerer. But how is this possible, especially when facing a Thanos, who already has several Infinity Stones, making him one of the most powerful beings in the universe? Against Thanos, Strange unleashes a whole arsenal of spells we had never seen before. Clones, advanced shields, dimensional manipulation, and above all, this famous spell, the red chains that immobilize Thanos. These chains are not random. They have a very well-known name among Marvel Comics fans, the Crimson Bands of Cyttorak. In the comics, Doctor Strange does not simply use magic from the environment. He is connected to a pantheon of cosmic entities that could almost be considered gods. We have Agamotto, Ashtar, Hoggoth, Ragador, and Cyttorak, and the one we care about here is Cyttorak. Cyttorak is a cosmic and demonic entity in the Marvel Universe. To keep it simple, he is one of the oldest and most powerful mystical beings in the comics, a Lord of Chaos, neither god nor demon in the traditional sense, but a primordial force of raw, destructive power. His domain, absolute physical strength, and the magic of constraint. He is the one who created the famous Ruby of Cyttorak, the artifact that transforms Cain Marko into the Juggernaut. Thanks to this gem, Juggernaut becomes practically unstoppable. But Cyttorak does not grant his power only to him. He makes it available to any sorcerer capable of invoking it. Doctor Strange taps into that same power, using the Crimson Bands of Cyttorak, mystical bindings impossible to break through brute force. We tend to believe that Thor or Hulk are the most powerful Avengers, and physically that's true. Thor is an Asgardian god, capable of manipulating lightning and wielding Mjolnir or Stormbreaker. He has faced armies, giants, gods, but in the end, his power remains that of a physical being. His blows have limits, his endurance too. He can be injured, weakened, exhausted. Hulk is the embodiment of pure brute force. The angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes. But again, it's physical power. Hulk does not control cosmic forces. He does not bend reality, and he has his own flaws, his mind, his emotions, as we see in Age of Ultron, and a vulnerability to magical or mental attacks. Doctor Strange plays in another category entirely. He is not limited by a body, nor by anger, nor by muscle. Strange is a channel. He taps directly into virtually unlimited sources of power, and he uses these energies mystically, creating dimensional bindings capable of neutralizing even a Thanos boosted by multiple Infinity Stones. And no, the time loop against Dormammu did not train him. This is an idea we often hear, that Strange became overpowered because he spent hundreds, even thousands of years trapped in the loop, endlessly practicing. But I don't think that's true, because the time loop is not training. It's a frozen pattern, a trap in time. Strange repeats one precise action, being killed and reappearing, over and over. He doesn't learn new spells inside the loop. He only repeats the same moment, but he does not progress in mastering magic during that time. He uses a programmed time spell that automatically resets his mind. He does not gain new knowledge in this loop. It's a trick, not a power boost. The directors themselves explain explained that the loop was a desperate act of cunning, not an accelerated training session. And no, he did not train while visualizing the millions of possible futures in Infinity War, another false good idea. When Strange looks through the 14,605,000 possible futures, he does not live them. He observes them. It's a form of mental projection, not accelerated training. He doesn't fight Thanos a million times. He sees outcomes, sequences, probabilities, trajectories. It's strategic analysis, not magical training. And above all, it doesn't give him any new spells. He doesn't learn to summon Cyttorak or create hundreds of clones by visualizing the future. He already masters these spells when he faces Thanos. So Strange's power boost comes neither from the time loop nor from the vision of the future. It comes from something much more staggering, his direct access to the most powerful cosmic entities in the Marvel Universe. You get it. Strange didn't simply learn a few new spells between his two films. He has literally formed alliances with entities far beyond human understanding. He channels the raw power of Cyttorak, the wisdom of Agamotto, and the defenses of Hogarth, for example. During the battle against Thanos, Strange is no longer just a wizard. He becomes a living conduit of cosmic force. It's as if Superman were channeling the energy of Darkseid. We reach a level of power that even Thor or Captain Marvel cannot match. In short, Doctor Strange is, in my opinion, today within the MCU, the most powerful Avenger, not because he has the Time Stone, he lost it, but because he now masters the forces of the multiverse themselves. And in a universe that keeps expanding into the cosmic, Strange might very well become the central pillar of the MCU's future. He is the one who connects the cosmic, magical, and even mutant sides of the universe. Now it's your turn to tell me, do you think Doctor Strange is currently the most powerful Avenger? What limits could he still surpass? And would you like to see Cyttorak or even Juggernaut appear directly against him in the MCU? Tell me everything in the comments. I love reading your theories and debating with you. And as always, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like it and share your thoughts. And to avoid missing my next videos, subscribe and activate notifications. See you next time on KraziGeek.